Okay, guys, what we'll do here real quick is we'll go through the link action button that is organic to Geometry Sketchpad. And so, like, say for instance, you can see here that I've got a few different pages set up. I don't need that, by the way. All of them are doing kind of a few different things. Three is not one of the great ones, but anyway, that is kind of an art, not all that necessary either. But anyway, so let's go back to the original thought here, and that is that we can, not that this is really the best setup for how you would like your proof to flow, but I just want to show you how to make links and pages, and then links to websites. So let's go ahead and go to action buttons, link, and then we'll just say link to page 3. I believe is the one we wanted. That's it. And so then we'll say OK, and then right click it, and we'll click on properties and change the label. We might want to call it view dimension. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really know what to call it. Anyway, view dimensions and not dollars. And this is my great typing skills again. Probably don't need to abbreviate dimensions, and view dimensions and propositions. And that's actually appropriate. The word propositions is appropriate in this case because the Ptolemy's theorem is in fact bidirectional, and even though I didn't link it to the propositions page, let's go back and fix that. Okay, just get rid of and propositions and say OK to that. Now we are going here to propositions, and we've got this animate point button going here, which I do believe has been shown in other videos. Whoops, was gonna just get rid of these really quick. Hide those off and hide these off. So now you can see that we have linked page 1 to the dimensional representation of that same object, and we can animate it and stop the animation and maintain the equalities. Now we can add a couple other links here where we can do some other cool stuff. Link, and then let's link to page 3. Page 5. That's where the propositions are. And so we'll want to go ahead and OK to that. And then we'll want to bring up properties and labels and link to, we'll want to say view propositions maybe. Once again. And yeah, there we go. Again, with my great typing, view propositions, say OK. And then we could also add one here that links back to page 1. And we could call that label back to raw object, or something along those lines. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so there we go. We can link to our propositions, which aren't on that sheet. They're on 4. That's pretty cool. Actually did that on purpose. So so that I could show you how you fix that. And we can also go back to raw objects. Now we know that this is going to the wrong page. Check this out. The link, we can drop this down and tell it to go to page 4. You'll notice that we're actually previewing the page that we're linking to, and then we're just going to say OK. Now here you go. Here is the page with the propositions, and then you can also copy, you can also set up your dimensions in here, and then make a link to the combined mess of pages and this and that and the other thing, blah blah blah. Okay, let's just say though that we want to create a link in this window that takes us out to a website that is either our source or something we find interesting. And I'll just bring up one of my windows and pick something. Actually, this is a website that I am going to talk to you about in a little bit that might be of use to you in the future. I'll just use that. And basically what I want to do is go in here to the search window, I believe is what it's called, copy the entire address, go back to Sketchpad, and then paste that address. Okay, now that's kind of messy looking, so let's just go to properties and view the label and say view related website 1, or name it something else that suits you, and say OK. That looks a little bit better. And then when you click on that, you can see we're being taken to that website. And I'm just going to close out of that and get back here to Geometry Sketchpad. So then of course we would want to have link buttons back to our other pages in here, most likely. Maybe you don't, but probably you will. Now we have a kind of a cool setup for our proof, and I think you'll find these link buttons to be pretty useful. Hope so. One more video out there. Of course, you're not necessarily seeing them in the order I'm recording them, but I am going to do another video on a couple of other outside resources that may be of help to you. One of them will be some of the things that are available on this website. And anyway, there you go, guys. Going to go ahead and shut this one off and go on to the next one. Hope this stuff's helping you. Talk to you later.